One to go. Next time by. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
Kevin, I'm gonna need you to slow your ass down a little bit.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna dump it on lap 1.
Right, I'm stuffing a tire somewhere.
Let's do it together.
There's too many Kevins in here, I can't handle it.
I know, it's like the front row is Kevin, second row is, you know, Chase and Corey, and the third row is David. I'm like, alright!
Where's Keith at?
And then another Kevin, and then another David.
That don't make no sense.
Change my name to Kevin, I might get 4/10 faster.
Doubt it.
Oh.
Just don't bend it on turn 1 in the pace lap.
The pace lap is long enough, that's for sure.
Guy behind me is already in the wall.
Catch the pace car.
Yeah, everything just froze up, and so I just turned left.
That's my bad into the road, I hit my pit limiter.
You okay, Lucas? You back with us or no?
Just towed, yeah, I don't know what happened, it just all went froze and went black, so I was just like, yep, I'm just gonna turn it into the wall, because I know there's no one there.
Yeah, look at my rear view, and there you go. Bam. I was like, we're off to a good start.
Catch the pace car.
Hey, Nathan, appreciate it. Probably my worst track. But we're gonna do it anyway. Yep. Full track with the boots.
So I'm back.
About to go green. Stay focused. Pace car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green. Pit road's open. right side. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Stay on the left. Clear.
Should be quicker on this slower part of the track. BMW is mighty, but should be able to pull them on the straights. At least that's my hope.
The next car's the leader.
Just play the long game here. Just ride behind him for a while. Get into his head a bit. I really don't feel like making a move right here. I'm already really loose under braking right there. But third place is catching up, so I might have to do something. There we go. There's mistake number one. shut it, Brian. Tree off. Should be. I mean, there were places where I didn't want to make a move on them, so I lifted. But I am, yeah. I was half sending on purpose. I had to pick the right spot to pass them because the draft here is crazy. That was close to the wall. Rex. He's catching me too. It's the trickiest turn in the Porsche when they're braking. Your end will snap around on you.
Well, be careful right here.
Yeah, there may be a car just sitting in the middle of the track on a blind turn.
The Lambo, I think, is the best car around here. Or the Ferrari. Lambo be loose through the bootleg, though.
Kevin, I may have damage from that.
Right side, clear.
Should put the red brake pads on these.
Thanks, Tom.
Sorry to make you pucker there, David.
All good, man.
Is David Trumbley up to third?
I'll let you go, Keith. I got damage.
You're good.
Turn my wheel up to 11. Sure. Don't know what that means. Oh, no, it's on, I think it's only on like 4. Yeah, 4. This car has a lot of force feedback. Turn it up to 11. I feel like I'll break my wrist over these bumps. I'm on 3.8 right now, and you want me to go to 11? I am 8.8. I'll do 8.8. Good God, I can't even turn it.
Watch out, I got damage.
Give me an arm workout. Slower I am. No, I'm not doing that. Now this feels soft.
Right side. Clear.
No, I only made it up to 8.8. That was way too high. I'm going to go 11. Barely turned the wheel in the sharp corners.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Luke, did I do that?
No, everything went out again. Just went black.
I just want to make sure I didn't pin you against the wall or something.
144 or 145. Yeah, got it. Bishop.
Right side, clear. Car on your left. Keep to the right. Clear.
I was going for the fastest lap. Sent it too hard.
You won. Yeah, we did it. Too bad it wasn't for $1 million.
Thank you. The top 3 finishers or whatnot can go to the waiting room to get interviews. Thank you.
Nice win, Kevin.
Appreciate it. You had a pretty good run yourself there, didn't you?
Yeah, avoided quite a few wrecks there. Worked out.
Is it? You were in a good battle last week too, weren't you?
That was
Yeah, I've been having good battles almost every week.
Yeah, I was watching my relative, I think, last week, and I saw you were in a good, like, battle for a bunch of laps there, and it looked like there, toward the end, you were in another battle here tonight. You like the Ford GT3? You're the only person I've ever seen drive it.
Yeah, I just like the Ford GT, man.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to rip Ford.
Yeah, somebody has to.
I mean, honestly, I like driving the Porsche the best, but if I was doing like serious competitive racing, I probably would rather drive the Porsche.
Yeah. That's my second.
But the most recent update they've done to, I don't know, it was just the tires or what, but it drives a lot better than it did just like a year ago.
That's my second race in the Porsche. I crazy about it. I like the BMW better.
Yeah, I honestly haven't even driven the BMW.
I think it's the best on like slow, medium speed corners.
Just so many damn GT cars.
Yeah.
You'll spend $100 just just trying them out.
True.
I figure I have like half of the ones available to me. I feel like that's all I need.
Yeah, I've got all the ones I'm interested in. I haven't touched the Lambo or the Audi. I think those are probably the only two I don't own. The Ford. I don't own the Ford. Did you run on a team for the most recent endurance race?
For Bathurst, yeah.
Yeah, you did? Nice.
Yeah, I was on the team that got up to got us in second place in our split, which was the very bottom split.
Oh, nice. Did you do Daytona too?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I missed the last one, but I'm gonna do Sebring.
Hell yeah. With TDR, you got your own team.
TDR, but I've got a team in it. I guess I'm the captain.
I mean, obviously. That goes without saying.
Yeah, well, my first laps on Sebring were today, so I'm trying to learn the track.
Yeah. So what's Sebring's not the next one, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, is it? I thought it was
Yeah.
Charlotte. Why did I think it was Charlotte?
No, Sebring is end of March, I think.
Gotcha. Oh, yes. Sebring's tough. It's like, I mean, it's like the bumps. It's just like this track. There's some high speed corners, and figuring out you won't have a problem, dude. You're just gonna annihilate us like you usually do. But
it's tricky. I'm gonna do the LMP2, and I cannot figure out the final corner and the first corner because of the bumps. That car just bumps all over the place.
Gotcha. I gotcha. What are you talking about? What races are you talking about? You're not talking about this league.
No, we were talking about. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, we were talking about the endurance races. The
Gotcha.
12 hours of Sebring. So yeah, you're right. The next track, I don't know what the next track is in this league.
I think it's the Charlotte Roval.
Yeah, but I'm putting together a team to do the 12 hours of Sebring, and
I'd love to be able to do some endurance racing on here, but it's just like the time that you got to dedicate to it. The old lady wouldn't be happy. It's bad enough. I do 24 hours of lemons in real life, like with real cars.
Yeah.
And like it's enough to time. Just in the winter time, I do this. In the summertime, I'm usually working on the real car, or we go race. We only race like 3 or 4 times a year, but it's like an entire week or weekend, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I usually take the crappy time shifts.
Yeah.
Like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Kevin. How was that race tonight?
Hey, good evening, fellas. Pretty good. It was a interesting battle there at the beginning there with the other Kevin. I honestly didn't know if I was going to be able to get by him. He was just so quick in the slower parts of the track there that my plan was to just force him into a mistake, and kind of worked there. I hate he didn't have a. It looked like he had another mistake. He didn't have a great finish there, but I don't know. The track sort of came to me there at the end. It was a fun one.
Yeah, it seemed like you walked away. Every time we looked at you, it was just growing and growing. At one point, I was like, I wonder if Kevin's even having fun. Like I figured you were so far ahead, you were just trying to catch people again, lapping them.
Yeah, hopefully you guys didn't see me spin out on the last lap. That was kind of embarrassing. But
we were too busy watching Keith, who also spun on the last turn, looped it into the pit lane, and drove the rest of the race through pit lane.
that was more impressive than mine. I can tell you that.
And
So
I'm doing the cameras for the first time, and I think I probably missed you going across the finish line, so I apologize for that. But
yeah, unfortunately, Hump was out with a basketball game at last minute, so we had to kind of scramble and just kind of put up a product up there. It wasn't our best, but we had fun doing it. But we just wanted to thank you. Thank you for coming out and bringing the speed. We were just joking about the Kevin David show again, and it's just, man, y'all are so fast up there, and it's such great racing and such a great product to watch, and we just can't thank y'all enough for running this with us.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me out. It's you guys bring a good number of cars every week. A lot of talent. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's something we were also talking about is, people like you that are always used to running, top of the leagues that y'all run in. Whenever you look at a couple of those guys, like every person that's up there, especially in the top 5 or top 10, like those guys are used to running, the top of their league. So it's like when y'all come here, it's such a great competition because of that, because it's all the top guys and the competition is perfect.
Absolutely.
Was there anybody that you would like to thank?
I just thank you guys for doing the broadcast every week, and Keith and Lucas and everybody that puts on the league every week and brings the cars out. Just appreciate you guys giving me a place to race.
Yep, we
Oh,
love having you.
yep,
Well,
thank you for coming, Kevin. That's a tongue twister. We appreciate you coming out, and the big thing is just come out and some clean racing and have some fun.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening.
You
all right, you
too.
too, Kevin.
Think. Yeah, I think that's
Nobody
got.
even.
Tires wear off, it'll start to free up, but otherwise, it's actually kind of tight.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is I think the Mercedes is probably the loosest, the freest car. The BMW is like my overall like favorite. Like it drives very neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really fast in the slow, medium speed corners. Now, if it's a track like, somewhere with long straights and stuff like Daytona road course, for example, it's gonna be you're gonna get killed on the straights. But then the Ferrari, I feel like has the most acceleration and the best top end, but it's kind of tight. It pushes through the corner.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
the other ones I haven't driven. I know the Lambo is the best on like top speed, but it's also really free, especially under braking,
Mm,
which makes sense. Like it's a rear engine car.
right.
I don't know anything about the Audi, but my rule of thumb is if it's like if it's a slower track, BMW is going to be the best. If it's a faster track, I think the Ferrari is to go to.
Right.
Interesting.
And it was a Porsche just lies somewhere in between.
Yeah, honestly, I just picked the Porsche up just because I wanted to drive it, and
Right.
I don't know. It starts out, in my opinion, it starts out really tight, and I really have to lower the brake bias to free it up, and then it gets kind of unstable. But I can hang on to it, but to get it quick like that, you've got to get it unstable, and I think that's what trips up a lot of people.
Right. Absolutely.
Whereas
Yeah,
the
it's one of the parts.
BMW man is just quick and planted. You don't have to get it unstable at all. It's the best handling car, in my opinion.
So what you're
Got-
saying is I need to go buy the BMW.
Yeah, I mean it's a quick car. Lucas hasn't shared that tip with you yet.
He just bought it last
Oh.
week. He only just bought it. So, and I think he was in it tonight.
Yeah, if the points stay tight, I'm probably going to switch to Porsche. Need to give myself a little competitive advantage here.
I like the Porsche, but it does get, as the race goes on, then tires start to wear a bit, starts to become a bit of a handful and stuff.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, but if you make a freaking 30-second gap like Kevin did, it doesn't even matter.
You can afford to dump it on the last lap.
Right.
I started like cramping and stuff with like 20 minutes to go, and I was just completely miserable the rest of the race and crap.
Jeez.
And
That's
then,
tough.
yeah, it's like my left side braking and stuff, like just I was, and them last two laps showed how miserable I was too. Running good all race, and then spun it, and then whatever happened to me that last corner. I just came out that corner and just completely demolished that wall, and it sent me down into the pits.
Jeez.
And like drove through. That car was all cockeyed and everything. I don't know, but I appreciate everybody coming out and racing with us.
No, appreciate you doing this. This is great.
Yeah.
Tough competition here.
Yeah, I hate Chase Berry. He had an issue early on, but man, he was quick. He was actually gaining on me there.
Like screwed up my first qualifying lap.
Yeah, didn't he win? He won the first race.
Yeah, Daytona. Yeah. I screwed up my first qualifying lap and then made like a little mistake in the second one. I was like, okay, whatever. I'll just start from the back. And I just got stuck in the back entirely too long or whatnot. And all you guys out front were just gone by the time I was able to get through it.
Didn't look. How was turn 1 back there at the start?
Actually, it wasn't that
Somebody
bad.
got into my rear end, but I didn't even get an incident point. It was kind of weird. Nothing even came up, no contact or anything.
I mean, it was actually pretty clean.
It was
or
pretty
whatnot
clean.
going through, like all the way, like up through even like through the bus stop and everything was pretty clean. I think the people here realize, well, except for Heathlet, who wasn't here this week or whatnot, try to be calm on the first lap.
Right.
Unlike what whatever it was he did last week.
Oh yeah, last
Oh
week
my
he just
God, he sent
he
it.
just stuck it on the inside. Exactly. I was just gonna say they just stuck it on the inside and sent it.
Oh, and I got kind of
That
the
was
bad end of that.
That was
And
right behind me. I watched it in the mirror and I was like, oh God.
I don't know how he thought for a second he was going to make that corner.
Yeah. You know, I would say everybody up front was like real patient getting through up all through the S's on the first turn and up through there. It was like, okay, everybody just kind of fell in line.
Was last
know,
week
that's
Hockenheim?
Hockenheim.
Oh yeah, so somebody used a line of cars as the wall
I
to
still
make
ended
it
up
through
in
turn
4th
one.
place, man. I probably would have been top 3 if I didn't get freaking destroyed turn 1.
Yeah, he used Lucas as a brake pad there, and David he got caught up in it. I mean, like went back and like watched the replay. It's like I just had no like what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Send it turn 1.
Full
I
send.
mean, yeah, but like I mean, he was like all the way low. There was no way he was making that corner.
No, not a chance.
You know.
Oh well.
You know, exactly. You know, I don't know, man.
Anybody see what happened to Bernheimer?
I don't know what happened to him to begin with, and then I noticed he was behind me, and then
He was in a Porsche, right? No.
something.
No, it was BMW.
Yeah, and then something else, and then all of a sudden, because I was in the Discord with him, and all of a sudden he was like, "Oh man," or whatever, and next thing I know, like he's in the pits. So, but I didn't actually see it, and I haven't actually gone back and look at the replay or anything. I still can't believe I demolished the wall like I did. Man, had a top 5, turned into a 9th.
That's the tough part about this track. Even in like I want to race my Lemons car up there. There's a couple series that run there I could run in. And it's like what's scary is it's like a bucket list track for me. I want to run it someday. But it's your car could be it'd come back in a pile.
There's no
one
good
mistake
place to wreck there.
Right. And I've been up there. I've driven on the track on like if you go there, you can do like a like drive the Glen thing and you pay your money and you fall behind a guy in a truck and you think you're gonna putt around at highway speeds. Let me tell you, this guy in the truck fucking goes. Like he just goes. And I was just driving a Camry and I was like, oh my God, I want to race here. But staying up there like at this lake house, the guy who owns it is saying he's local from the town, and he said so many times you see people that'll drive their BMWs and their various cars up there for track days and wad them up like nothing. Like it just happens all the time. One little mistake, boom, you're done. Your car's junk. And that's the bad part of like the racing I do is like there'll be a track like that. They'll put 100 cars on the track in like Champ Car, or at least like 80 cars. And so you're constantly in traffic and it's somebody else's mistake and your car's wadded up. That's the scary part of it. But we run it mostly on tracks like New Jersey Motorsports Park, lots of runoff room, nice wide open sweeping corners, or probably the tightest one we run is New Hampshire, and just like it's just like the road course on New Hampshire on iRacing, and it's tight and narrow and bottlenecks, but it's not that fast in the track, so it's not too bad. But yeah, someday it's bucket list. I'll be going up to Sonoma in a few weeks to do a Lemons race out there, flying out there and doing a arrive and drive. So I won't be here. I think it's the week of the 12th or something like that.
What car are you driving out there?
Out there, I'm going to be driving. This guy has a 76 Omega that has like an LS swap with big meaty tires, all kinds of suspension upgrades. Like it's a huge sleeper. But if you look up like 24 Hours of Lemons, essentially it's what they call crap can racing. It's the premise is it's supposed to be a quote $500 car, but I assure you there's no $500 cars out there. But the safety equipment stuff is not included. But it's more of a party that a race breaks out at, you know.
Yeah.
And we have a good time with it. We have an absolute blast.
They have different classes.
Yeah, they basically have like an ABC. You know, like they call it the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, like if you got a shot at winning, you're going in A. You got a shot at finishing, you're going to B. And if they think you're hopeless, they'll put you in Class C. And you'll have everything from like last year I drove a friend of mine went for what they call IOE, Index of Effluency. Basically that's the car that does the most with the least, or is like the most obscure thing that shouldn't even be on a racetrack, but they get it to run all weekend. And they're not out there, you know, turning race laps. They're just basically can be doing parade laps, all that matters. So last year a friend of mine built, it's her father's 37 Buick with a Cadillac 500 motor in it. They did all kinds of suspension work and stuff to it, but it was really just to get IOE, and that was the sketchiest thing I've ever driven in my life. But I own an 86 Toyota Cressida, which is basically like a 4-door Supra, and it's not the fastest car, but it runs like a train. It just doesn't stop, and it's an absolute blast to drive. Very neutral, gets good fuel mileage. So we use fuel mileage a lot of times to for strategy. To, you know, there's guys that'll run. There's a lot of BMWs, but there'll be somebody will run small block, whatever, Mustangs, Camaros, and they just eat gas, so they can't run as long. So they have to stop more often. So that's where we get an advantage, but we have an absolute blast doing it. It's something if you ever want to get like 4 or 5 of your friends together and do it, it's worth it. It's a lot of money to get into, a lot of money to build a car, but if you split it like 4 ways with somebody, it's not too bad. And as long as you're going with the right attitude, you can have a blast. Yeah, it's exactly it. It's to have fun, and people that take it too seriously just end up going to race a different series. You know, there's plenty of other series out there that have come about after, you know, Lemon started, just basically because of, we call them serious racers or real racers that you know, want to just go fast and be the best. So.
I knew you were talking about lemons.
Mm-hmm.
You ever done it? Yeah, a buddy of mine and I were doing it.
Oh, okay. Where you live?
I'm in Virginia now, but we were in New York. We did Jersey State Park and somewhere in Connecticut.
Was it Thompson, or how long ago did you do it?
2 years, 3 years.
Okay, so you ran.
I stopped. He lives in Pennsylvania, and I'm in Virginia now, so it made it too difficult.
Gotcha. What car did you run?
Subaru.
Oh, my condolences.
Yeah, we buried 2 of those fuckers.
They're not known to do well. They blow up.
Yeah, and this one did.
Yeah. Yeah, I've run. Been doing it for about 5 years now. I run. You know 3-Pedal Mafia?
No.
Okay. Well, I've run now it's been the orange Cressida that I've been running until like 2 years ago at Thompson. I'm trying to think. That might have been the year that they won with the Honda. Yeah, I think that was 2 years ago. But yeah, it's a. You know what I'm talking about, though. It's a blast.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a Subaru.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in the garage.
Yeah.
Coolant problems mostly.
Yeah. What motor?
2.4?
The 2.4. Yeah.
Did you ever see the one that had the radiator in the passenger door? Like yeah, that shit was great. They had like a house fan plugged in with the radiator on the side of the car.
Yep. I remember that. there was one guy a few years ago. He still races, but he hasn't brought that car out. He had a Chevette that he put a Subaru engine in the back, so it was like a mid-engine Chevette. And I mean, this guy had all kinds of crazy ass cheaty shocks on it, all kinds of shit, but they didn't care because it was just like such a crazy build. And but yeah, that thing was be fast and then blow up. And then I forget, I'm not that familiar with Subaru motors, but there's, I guess is it the smaller one that's actually more reliable?
I'm not familiar with it either. I was a Chrysler tech. He was a Subaru fan. I just drove the damn thing.
Yeah,
worked on it. I'm not a fan of the Subaru engine with the flatline box engine.
Right.
Cylinders go side to side. Stupid as shit.
Yeah. I'll stick with my Toyota. Thing just runs all day. But anyway.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. I'm gonna hit it. I will hopefully see you all next week.
Yep.
See ya. Thank you.
All right. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye.
You cut the course, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Gosh, she wants to hop.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Curves are bad.
Car stop on the left. Go right. side. Clear on the left. You got a slow car on the right. Car stop on the right.